Hello everyone and welcome to another video looking at World War I soldiers. The subject of this video is James H. Wilson. James was born in Limerick, Ireland on the 10th of June 1879. Nothing is known about his pre-war life or his family apart from having had 9 years service in the Connaught Rangers. By 1914 he was living in Canada as he enlisted at Valcartier on the 22nd of September that year. On the 7th of October 1914 he sailed from Quebec on the ship Tyrolier, entering the war in France on the 17th of October 1914. He did not have a very good record with his army service. Twice during June 1915 he went absent without leave, and on the second occasion was convicted of also kicking a CO and using abusive language. For these offences he was sentenced to 28 days detention. In July of 1915 he was convicted of being drunk whilst on active service. He was put into confinement in August 1915 for once again being absent without leave. In November 1915 he was sentenced to 70 days field punishment number 1 for being drunk on active service again. Incidentally, field punishment number 1 was generally being tied to something like a gun carriage or something of that nature, basically to try and shame the soldier. By December 1915 he was in confinement awaiting trial for disobeying an order, being convicted of this on the 10th of January 1916 and being sentenced to 18 months hard labour. This was later commuted to 90 days field punishment number 1. In June 1916 he was in trouble once again, this time for urinating in the billets, receiving 14 days field punishment number 1. Only a few days later he was convicted again, this time for disobedience and having a camera in his possession, although this conviction was later quashed due to an irregularity in the proceedings. His last conviction was on the 24th of July 1916 for desertion from the 25th of May 1916 to the 29th of May and from the 12th of June 1916 to the 18th of June. At this point the army's patience with him ran out and he was sentenced to death, the execution being carried out at 4:20 a.m. on the 9th of July 1916. In his will he left all his property and effects to Private Alexander MacLeod of 10th Platoon 4th Canadian Battalion. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching and I will see you in a future video.